Bueno, muy buenos días para todas las personas que empiezan a unirse a nuestro webinar informativo del día de hoy, 27 de noviembre del 2025. En esta ocasión, como lo podrán observar, estamos en compañía de Adriana y Kim. Ellas son representantes de EIT Urban Mobility. Está ubicado en Estocolmo. En esta oportunidad ustedes van a poder acceder a toda la información de gran valor que ellas tienen para ofrecernos sobre oferta académica, opciones de financiación, todos los apoyos que el gobierno y que la universidad les puede ofrecer como estudiantes internacionales y pues claramente todos aquellos consejos que dentro de su gran experticia puedan compartirnos y que puedan serles a ustedes de utilidad y pertinencia a la hora de empezar a planear su posgrado en el exterior. Como lo saben, todos estos webinars informativos se realizan en el marco de nuestra línea de convenios internacionales y particularmente con EIT Urban Mobility tenemos 10 becas de 1.000 euros adicionales a la beca regular que EIT Urban Mobility ofrece a sus estudiantes. Entonces, esta es la oportunidad para que ustedes conozcan mucho más a fondo cuál es la beca que ofrece esta institución, cómo la pueden aprovechar al máximo, a qué otro tipo de beneficios y descuentos podrían acceder y claramente también la invitación es a que puedan dirigir todas sus preguntas e inquietudes a través del cajón de Q&A que con mucho gusto Adriana y Kim nos van a ayudar a resolverlas. Entonces, sin mayor preámbulo, Adriana, Kim, thank you so much for being here today, for accepting this invitation. We are so happy to have you here today, so you can go ahead and start your presentation.
Great. So today we're going to be talking about our master's programs. Those are in sustainable urban mobility transitions, smart mobility and data science and analytics, and business and engineering in urban mobility. Yeah, and my name is Adriana, and I work at this called Master School Office. We are kind of, let's say, administrating these three programs.
And my name is Kim, and I'm the admissions coordinator for the Master School Office. So we work together here to administer all of the student matters, admissions, and well, everything that comes within the studies in this program from a higher level than the local universities, but anything related to the cooperation of our 7 partner universities. So I'll let Adriana start.
Okay. So I wanted to explain what is the EIT, but maybe before just going there, as Karen said, we are very happy to answer any questions. You can start putting your questions in the Q&A or at the end of the presentation. But and also to mention that I speak Spanish, so I could even if you want to ask something in Spanish, maybe I then can translate it and we can discuss the answer. So yeah. But to begin with, we want to explain you the framework of EIT. What is EIT? Our office is about the EIT Urban Mobility, but this is an European Institute of Innovation and Technology, that it's an independent body of the European Union, and it was created to deliver innovation across Europe. So the idea behind the EIT is to bring together the academia and the industry, and to make sure that the students or whoever is studying, not because we not only provide master's programs, but we also can have like lifelong learning courses and other types of education. The idea is that there is also an entrepreneurship and innovation component in this kind of this education. So that about the idea behind EIT. The EIT is big. It's a big community. You can see at the top right of the corner. Soon we will even be having one more EIT. Is it consortium or how is it?
Well, they're called knowledge and information communities. So we have, quite a broad range of topics that you can join. And so we, Urban Mobility, are just one of many. You can see that there is one for EIT Climate, EIT Digital, Food, Health, Energy, Manufacturing, Raw Materials, and Culture and Creativity as well. And coming soon, there will be one about water to what is it? It's to contribute to a circular and sustainable water economy. So there's a broad range of topics included within the EIT community.
Yeah. And when it comes to the partners, well, this is specifically for our community, the one that it's called Urban Mobility. We have above 200 partners. Those can be in the private sector, governmental sector. It's startups. It's people that is working with urban mobility to make cities, more urban, more for the people, cities for the people. These partners, I just wanted to bring that up because our students are throughout these 2 years of studies, they are in contact with our partners, maybe through a conference or some international networking mingle activity, or in webinars, while they're doing their internships, for example. So it's good for you to know, maybe you already now recognize some of these companies. And most of them, as you can see, at least when it comes to ones about the city councils and the public sector, are belonging to like Europe focus. So do we have any questions right now about EIT Urban Mobility? You can start submitting them once again. Go ahead and submit them in the chat Q&A. And Karen, please, you can interrupt us if there is any question that you identify we could answer now. Otherwise, we continue, okay?
Perfect, Adriana.
So, we told you about the 3 programs that you can study. Let me talk a bit about the Sustainable Urban Mobility Transitions. Is a program for those who want to become the future urban leaders. Because the challenges that we have ahead for the building of the cities in the world, it's complex, and it really requires skills for leaders that will go beyond this traditional urban planning. So a lot of people studying these, they are even developing civil engineering disciplines. I think this is one of our most popular programs, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So in addition to Sustainable Urban Mobility Transitions, we have another program that is called Smart Mobility Data Science and Analytics. And this program is mainly, well, as it says in the name of the program, data science. So the program is mainly geared towards training future elite data scientists in urban mobility. So what you learn is to leverage urban data for strategic city planning, sustainable resource use, environmental cleanliness, equitable citizen engagement, and fostering a healthy society. What we normally tell people is that this program is suitable for, in general, data science students, but what makes it unique is the take in the specialization of urban mobility, because that is quite a unique perspective when it comes to data science programs. So you'll learn the general skills of data science as well as with the specialization in urban mobility. And then we have a third program.
Yeah, it's also a very good combination when it comes to urban mobility because it has this business component. So it will teach you to design sustainable, user-centric solutions and leverage data for optimized mobility systems and logistics. So it's some finance in it. I don't know is it possible for you to say kind of like which kind of candidates apply to these programs? Is it people that already studied business?
It's people that have had interest in business. So if you have a little bit of an economics background, but also you've studied engineering or mathematics, like some computer science, things like that. So if you have a little bit of a business background within your studies, this could be something for you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And at the top right of the slide, you can see there is a QR code. So if you check you will go to a page that will explain this in more detail, the differences between our program. All right, so the study plan. As you can see in the slide, we have 2 years, or you have 2 years ahead of you if you join our application that is open actually right now for starting fall 2026.
But so it is a 2-year master program. What is unique about us is that you spend 1 year at one university and the second at a second university. So you will be moving between year 1 and year 2. What we offer within the program is we start our program with a kickoff event where we bring together all of our students. So we have 7 partner universities. So every student who is beginning our program will come together in one city for a kickoff event. And then at this event, you get an introduction to innovation and entrepreneurship. And then there are challenge projects. And then within the first year of your studies, you learn the core skills in urban mobility. In the middle of that, after the first year is complete, we offer summer schools, which are a mandatory component of our programs. And within this part, it's 2 weeks. And within those 2 weeks, you'll be in 2 different cities in Europe. And this is included in the program. So your travel is booked for you and accommodations, and you will spend 1 week in one city doing business challenges and learning entrepreneurial skills. And then you'll move to a second city in the second week. And then the second year, you have a challenge project at your exit university. You'll take some courses in urban mobility as well as innovation and entrepreneurship. And then the last semester of the program would be your master's thesis and internship projects. And in the end of all of this, you will receive a double degree, which means 1 degree from each university that you have studied at. And then you will also receive an EIT label certificate, which is a quality certificate that comes from the European Commission.
Yeah. Well, something that I could add just to the overview of these 2 years ahead of you, starting from fall 2026. I hope that you apply. It's that as you can see, there are many components and many chances for students to develop this international networking. So not only to hands-on tackle the challenges that work with urban mobility require, it's also the international, the access to this European world. If we check, the first year is the Pan-European kickoff is in one European city. Then you go to your entry universities, another European city. Then you go to the summer school, as Kim said, 2 more European cities. And the second year, the last one, it's you do the whole project in a 5th European city. So just starting from that.
Well, let's look at the next slide, which shows the map of all of the different options that you have.
Fantastic.
So you can see all the options for the partner universities who are part of our programs. Not all of the universities belong to all of the programs, but these are the universities that are part of our consortium. And so you can see that there are 7 universities in 7 countries, and then plus the summer schools that you can see in the bottom section here, where last year we held the summer schools in Rotterdam and Munich. And then there was one in Ghent and Rennes, and then we have Bratislava and Ljubljana as well. And so these summer schools change every year, but so that you have an idea that you will be moving from 2 very dynamic cities to another.
Yeah, and as you can see, very highly ranked European universities are represented among our partner universities. So this is also a good opportunity to study 1 year in one and the last year in the other. All right, so what will you learn? Have a look to the QR code here, showing you more in detail the curriculum. But in general, it's to exploit new technologies and innovation in this field of urban mobility in order to transform cities. You will also learn how to engage citizens in the design and planning of future cities. You know, sometimes when people want to make cities greener, they would take away the parking lots in a specific street, and that can be a problem. The citizens of that place can be maybe complaining about it. So this kind of you will be approaching all these challenges on how to engage citizens actually to have a more urban city. How to use entrepreneurial skills to put innovations into practice. Once again, is this like a business component of the program that all our students have to carry out, is a mandatory component. And how to evaluate urban transportation planning from the sustainability perspective. Do you have any additions here?
Just to what Adriana said in the beginning about checking the different university websites, because on our website we'll show all of our partner universities, but you'll also see that each university offers a different curriculum. So each university has a little bit, they all will offer the same degree in the end, but there are different courses offered at each university. So it could be good to see which courses you're most interested in and what matches your background when you're selecting which universities you would like to apply to. Mm-hmm.
And what are the career prospects? Well, we show you before our partners, and it's mostly cities, transport authorities, research institutes, industries within mobility, and many of our students are also starting their own startups. So have a look to this QR code also to learn what our graduates have, where they have ended up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's go next, and they can actually, we're going to show this video that is actually some testimonials from our graduates, and then maybe you'll have a better idea of the student experience and where they are now.
Yeah, let's see. Please let us know if the sound is not correct or something. Otherwise, we're just playing.
Hey, I'm Mark.
Hello, I'm Ivo.
Hi, I'm Peling.
Hi, my name is Luz. Hi, my name is Michelle.
Hi, I'm Olajumoke.
Hey, I'm Pawan.
Hi, I'm Pelinsa.
Hi everyone, I'm Tim.
Hi, I'm Valentine.
In my experience, it's the balance between the technical mobility knowledge from 2 European universities and the hands-on experience that we get at the kickoff, the summer school, and the master thesis placement.
I really loved that they combined core mobility courses with entrepreneurship and innovation courses, because yes, we're engineers, we want to solve problems, but we should also have insight into the business aspect and the innovation aspect. And I love that they combine both to deliver really sustainable solutions. That was my best thing I've liked about the program.
It gave me a lot of insights and know-how in establishing a business. EIT Urban Mobility, the innovation and entrepreneurship courses, they really sparked my ambition and my interest in doing so. And the network of this master track, it's insane. It really enabled it.
So the program provided me with excellent access to a lot of different programs from EIT Urban Mobility, the whole ecosystem. This meant access to EIT Jumpstarter, EIT Connect, Tomorrow Mobility World Congress, many other events. And it provided me with opportunities and access to both businesses and academia. Many opportunities that I'm very happy to have had.
For me, the innovation and entrepreneurship dimension of the program has been a transformative experience that shaped my early career. I now work as an entrepreneur at a startup called Ericsson Connected Recycling within a large corporation focusing on innovation and sustainability in my daily work.
Before this program, I was only an engineer. The innovation and entrepreneurship courses of this master program really helped me tune out my inner entrepreneurship and develop an eye for innovative and scalable businesses. So in the summer school of this program, along with a classmate of mine, we came up with an idea, and 1 year later, it's a registered startup now.
Definitely. Along with learnings on technical part,
We learn a lot on economics, policy, innovation. Added to that is the access to EIT's network, EIT's events. So that is a big plus.
The study covers a wide range of theories, but also teaches me practical assets, which I can use today in the startup that I joined. Together with my team, we are creating a new urban vehicle, which hopefully transforms the way that people travel in urban regions.
Oh, sorry.
So after the summer school, a classmate and I founded Urban Wind, which is a startup dedicated to changing the habits of commuters to be more sustainable. If it was not for this program, I would not have found the right people.
I didn't have a clear idea at the beginning, but now I'm sure I want to pursue a career in traffic data.
I wanted a job that was focused on core mobility solutions and intersected with policy making in some way. It's not a linear journey, but I think I'm well on the way there. I think I'm on track.
So when I came here, I wanted to work on innovation and sustainability in the Nordics. And I recently signed a contract with Sweco, one of the biggest companies in the Nordics, working on sustainability and creating better cities.
For my internship, I just sent an email to Carnet in Barcelona saying that I'm starting my EIT Urban Mobility Master Program. That got me an interview and an internship.
I got very good tips from the previous EIT Urban Mobility students. I would say the collaboration and the help between the different cohorts is quite strong.
I managed to get a part-time internship during my first year, in April. Then I collaborated with the same team for my master thesis and I landed a job upon my graduation.
Stay open-minded and take all the opportunities from EIT Urban Mobility. You will open up new potential in your life.
Everything around studying makes it worthwhile. The kickoff, the summer school, and all the events we get to attend. It brings a lot more than a classic master's program. Plus, you get to meet many cool people.
You'll study at 2 different universities in 2 different countries, and you'll learn a lot about different cultures and backgrounds. And I learned that by combining these differences, you actually get the best end result.
All right. So let's move on to the next slide. So do you have any questions about the master school or the programs, what we just presented? We are happy to get them in the Q&A. And please, once again, Karen, interrupt us if there is anything urgent. But we want to move on and explain a little bit about the kickoff and the summer school, just more in detail. Let's see. So just to point out that we have testimonials from our graduates who participated in these events. Those, as Kim said, are included in your participation fee. And it's the travel there, the accommodation, and then all the business challenges and activities that you will be carrying out during the events. Just the kickoff, for example, is a 3-day event, correct? Mm-hmm. And the summer school, well, once again, is 2 weeks event, let's say. Yeah. Let's move on to kind of like I want to emphasize for you that there is EIT financial support for students. We have this program, for example, Start for Future is an incubator program for student entrepreneurs and early stage startups. So it is open not only for our urban mobility students, but for all the EIT community we told you about before. So there are many candidates and people applying, but I'm not going to go into too much detail, but here you can see that a lot of incubators and startups have been created. Thank you to this financial support. And just by the way, Start for Future is something that was mentioned in the video that we just saw. So our students are indeed taking advantage of this opportunity. The EIT Jump Started is another kind of opportunity again. It's a cross-kick incubator program. So it involves also not only urban mobility, it can be open for EIT Digital, EIT Food, EIT Raw Materials, yeah. The people, well, right now we are holding this webinar for the Colombians but there is a target called the risk countries, and those students are welcome to apply to this program, with this initiative. And then we have as well, I would say the most interesting program, which is called the Student Entrepreneur Grant Scheme. It was also mentioned in the video we just saw. Is exclusively for our students. So this is good. And as you can see, it is 6,000 euros that you get a grant for to start your own your startup, but they will be divided in 3 stages. Something interesting here is that someone, especially when you're studying, you are under a student budget, so it's not too much money, but still is a very good money that will definitely help you while validate stage 1, validating your concept, stage 2, incorporating your startup as a registered entity, and finally to doing your first sale. You will get this financial support as well. And here are some examples of startups of our students that have been getting the student entrepreneurship grant. Yeah. So we would like to tell you, like, if you are interested so far, so we would like to tell you how you apply.
Right. So how do you join our community? Well, you need to start your application, and applications are now open. So what you will need to do is register in our application portal, and then fill out all the fields. What we need from you to actually assess your application is a degree certificate or a diploma. It needs to be both in its original language and translated into English if it's not already. Your official transcripts as well in the original language and English as well. You need to meet our English proficiency levels, which we will get into in the next slide, because all of our programs are offered in English. We need your CV and a letter of motivation describing your innovative potential, and that would be a maximum of 2 pages. And then the last thing is an official ID, that's your passport or national ID card. And if you're wondering, if you're still studying in your bachelor's, then you are still eligible to apply for our program. You just need to provide a certificate of your ongoing studies. And this you can get from your registrar's office, and it just needs to say when your anticipated date of graduation would be, and then show that you're registered in your year now. Then that would mean that you can qualify for conditional admission, and then you would need to submit your final transcripts before you can register for the program. We can go to the next. And so for your proof of English language proficiency, we accept 3 English tests, and that's the IELTS academic test. So you would need a minimum overall score of 6.5 with no section below 6, or the TOEFL internet-based test. And then you would need a minimum total score of 92 with a minimum score of 22 in the writing section and no section below 21. And then we also accept the Cambridge certifications. So if you have a C1 advanced or the Cambridge C2 proficiency, that would be minimum required scores are A, B, C, or level C1. And those are the only tests that we accept. For the IELTS and the TOEFL, these results are only valid for 2 years from the test date. And then just a note that if you're applying to TU Eindhoven, they do not accept the TOEFL Home Edition test or the IELTS 1 skill retake. So just be mindful of that if you are trying to submit one of those tests for English, and if you want to apply for TU Eindhoven, they will not accept those ones. And we do offer a waiver from the English proficiency test if you have completed a degree that was instructed fully in English at a university that is physically located in one of the following countries. And we have the UK, Ireland, the US, Canada, Australia, or New Zealand. So even if it's a satellite university originally from one of these countries, it would not be accepted. You would actually have to be physically studying in one of these countries for your entire degree.
All right. So, are you still wondering about anything about the admissions requirement?
Yeah, then you can type your questions into the chat. Otherwise, we can move forward to the next part, which is about our participation fees. So if you are a non-EU citizen, then the participation fee is 16,000 euros per year. And if you're an EU citizen, it would be 4,000 euros per year. And you would pay participation fees per semester, so twice a year. But we do offer generous scholarships, and we have 3 different scholarship categories. Just if you look at the top, it's for non-EU applicants. Maybe this is the most interesting in this webinar. So we offer a non-EU excellence scholarship. So our top applicants would receive a scholarship that would bring the tuition fee down to 10,000 euros per year. And it includes a monthly allowance of 850 euros per month. And if you don't qualify for the excellence scholarship, but you get the merit scholarship, it brings the tuition fee down to 10,000 per year with a monthly allowance of 500 euros per month.
And then we have as well scholarships for EU applicants and for applicants affected by the situation in Ukraine. Maybe this is not so relevant to bring up right now. What we want to emphasize is about this partner scholarship we have with COLFUTURO. So Colombian students who are admitted to an EIT Urban Mobility Master's program, any of those 3, with a merit or excellence scholarship, and are selected for the COLFUTURO Long Scholarship Program, will receive this additional allowance of 1,000 euros per semester. So it is quite good, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think that any details that you want to check about that specific additional allowance from COLFUTURO Long Scholarship, it's something that you can ask Karen more in detail, right? Do you want to mention anything else?
I think that's it. Yeah. And then just to recap and say for the application dates and deadlines, because that's the most important thing right now, is that you send your application to us. So right now, our application first period is open from now until the 31st of January. So that will be the deadline to send your application. We highly recommend that you send your application as soon as possible now and within this time frame, because it can take some time in order to apply for a student visa in order to move to a European country if you have a non-EU passport. So if you apply now in period 1, then you would receive your admission and scholarship results in mid-March. And then you would have until the 31st of March to accept or decline our offer. And then that way we can get all the administration regarding your student permits and all of those questions going. And then you would have until the end of the summer before you need to register to have everything sorted out. Versus everyone is welcome to apply in period 2 as well. But if you look at the timing there, it opens the 1st of February until the 15th of April. So if you have an EU passport, then maybe the timing is a little bit easier to accommodate, because if you get your admission results at the end of May, then you may still have time to apply, but it does cause a little bit of stress in some cases for some of our applicants when they can only start to apply for residence permits in June. But again, you're welcome to apply in both periods, but if you're with us here today, then you should just send your application as soon as you can, is what we would encourage you to do.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Apply within the period 1 so that you make sure that you get your visa approved in advance. Yeah. not so stressed. Yeah. Yes, so we have even more QR codes. It's great if you can follow us on Instagram. We are also having a big community in LinkedIn. I mean, if you have a look to our LinkedIn, you will see which people is following us. Once again, different companies from the industry, different cities, city halls, from the public sector. So you can already now start actually, networking with these people, reaching out. But when you are one of our students, then you actually meet these people in the events, or even those will be your professors, you know. So we want to thank you for the time here and you attending. But also we want to know, if you have any questions for us.
Perfect, Adriana and Kim, thank you so much for this presentation and all the valuable information that you gave us. So yes, we have some questions for you. The first question is from Daniel, and he says, are there any visa or university restrictions on working part-time while studying for a master degree?
We don't recommend our students to work while studying, but a lot of them do, and they manage very well. But yeah, the studies are full-time studies, so 40 hours per week. But yeah, indeed, when our students are in the north of Europe, maybe they don't need to attend as many classes as when they are in a Spanish university, for example, because the university culture is different. So then maybe they have a chance to work on the side of the studies. The student permit, when they are approved for our students, they won't guarantee that they also allow for work, but in most of the European countries, they do. So the answer would be it varies. As you remember, you study the first year at a university, the second year at another university, at another country, and you have to follow the regulations of that country, and it will vary. So yeah. But what we could, if you already, guys, when you go into the application and choose the university you want to have as entry university or exit, if you identify which you are interested in, you can actually contact the student ambassador so they can tell you about how the visa process was for them. Mm-hmm. We have many student ambassadors that are from many different nationalities, so we will for sure find someone that can explain you their experience.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Kim, maybe, I don't know if you want to add something to that.
No, I think Adriana covered that. And Perfect. If there's a follow-up question to that, feel free to type it in the chat, Daniel.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, Daniel also said, what types of roles and companies typically hire graduates from these programs? Could you give us examples for recent career paths?
Yeah, Karen, is it possible for you to share the slides later on after this meeting?
Yes, of course.
Okay, to the attendees, because in the slides we have the QR code that will be taking you to our summaries of career path. But right now I can tell you, I'm having a look to what our students have been working with. Well, mainly it's been in the public sector and in the private sector in Europe, and I can actually not tell you exactly which what are the roles or the titles of their work. Maybe I can add this to the slides afterwards before I give them to you.
Okay, perfect.
So, but something that I can assure you of is that most two of every 3 students that have been graduating from us are signing a contract already before they graduate. You see, because when they are doing their internship or the master thesis project, they have networked, or they have reached to a point where they know where they want to work in, and maybe they already started some collaborations. So it's high rate of people that it's been employed before graduation. So that is a positive,
Okay.
fact. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Adriana. Perfect. And the last question that we have is, what logistical support do universities offer for the visa process, and in particular for finding accommodation when moving to the cities?
Yeah, it is actually the local university. So that question is kind of like if we can separate it. When it comes to visa support, it is the local university. So if you start your entry year, the first year you do it, let's say in the German university, it will be that university that knows and guides you, have the responsibility to guide you through the process of applying for a visa with your citizenship. So they will know, are you a non-European or European? And yeah, they will know how to guide you. Supporting documents for the visa application are also provided. And yeah, even when migration officer requires additional documents, we support the students with this. But when it comes to, but I just want to say that it varies, right? Because of politics, different countries will be having different migration regulations. So that is the tricky part of our programs, that we cannot really tell you. We are not a normal masters in that sense. The students will need to apply for 2 different European countries having, let's say, a variation in their regulations.
Yeah.
But you will receive information in advance, actually together with your study offer. So quite early, as Kim mentioned before, already in March, you will be receiving the study offer, supporting documents, and the visa guidance.
Yeah. So really, I think it's just about, like, once you have the instructions, just to be very thorough, to follow the instructions, because if you send in a complete application, it usually goes quite smoothly for our students, and especially if you apply in period 1 for applications, and then you have all of the time from like the end of March until onward in order to get all these details sorted. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when it comes to visa. But when it comes to the other question about accommodation, it's also the hosting university that is responsible for supporting for that. So one example I can give you, the Nordic universities will guarantee housing for non-Europeans, as they prioritize this group of students, mostly because a non-European will not be acquainted with the process of finding housing in Europe. So, but not all of our universities are doing that. So it varies as well. But what we can assure you is that every university in our programs is guiding you to find accommodation, but not all of them are guaranteeing.
Okay.
And just to mention, it's not. I mean, it has a cost. It's not. It's just you know what I mean?
Like, some universities have reserved housing for students, so it's up to the students to pay the rent fee, but you don't have to find it on your own. In some universities, you do have to find your own housing and pay for it, of course, yourself. But I will say that all of our students have managed to find housing one way or another. So it might be trickier in some countries or cities, but it always works out in the end.
Okay, perfect. Okay, Adriana and Kim, thank you so much for the presentation. We don't have any more questions for you. So thank you again for this presentation, for your time, for the disposition. We will send the presentation that you give me to all the attendees and the interested people, and also the record of this webinar. So thank you again, and I hope to see you in the next opportunity.
Okay, thank you so much for having us today. Bye-bye.